Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB the Sexy Ninja in the place to be for our Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about NXT, June 17th, 2024, Vic and Booker on commentary. We started off with a Battle Royale, and yeah, it was okay. But this is to see who's going to be the number one contender. We got a few surprises. Joe Hendry, but knocked out pretty quick. Frankie Kazarian, I was like, ooh, okay, all right. But Paige gets in the ring. But here comes Oro Mensah, ruining it for Paige again. And they get in the fight, and Paige doesn't even compete in the Battle Royale. But the winner of the whole thing was Javon Evans. It came down to him and Shawn Spears. And I was like, interesting. I would have gone with Shawn Spears. But that's the hiccup there. Because then you think about it, you're like, wait, Ethan Page wasn't eliminated. So how are we going to fix that? And it does later on. Then we have Fallon and Bright backstage that sets up their match later. Then we have Lola and Roxanne for their big tag team match that's up next. And we have Chase U with Ridge and the OC that sets up their match later on. But let's get into Roxanne Lola versus Metaphor versus JC and Jasmine. This was a fun match. They're really building upon Roxanne and Lola to go for that women's championship. I'm very excited about that. I'm becoming a big fan of Lola Vice. I think she's got the talent. I think she's got the character. She's got the personality. And her and Roxanne can make magic if they want to. And I know they will. So Heat Wave is right around the corner. It's Money in the Bank weekend's going to be huge. But yeah, Roxanne and Lola get the win. Just a fun match, and Roxanne and Lola holding hands, putting them high, and guess what? Roxanne's like, fuck you, bam. Lola's like, I see you. We get Ava backstage and Javon Evans. Then here comes Ethan. He's like, hey, Oro Mensah, man, fuck that guy. He's caused me my championship. He's caused me the Battle Royale. I was technically not eliminated. I'm still in it. And he gets in Javon's face, and they get in each other's face. And Ava's like, whoa, what's going on? And it sets up a match between these two. We're going to be in the main event. And I believe it's for the number one contendership. But a lot of stuff happens there, so we'll get into that. Soul wishes Jordan good luck, because next up we have the Women's North American Championship, Kalani Jordan versus Michin. This match was really, really good. This match was fun. The Good Brothers are outside, but here comes OTM to get in the Good Brothers' face, and Jada Parker comes and pushes Michin off the top rope to get Kalani Jordan the win. Jada Parker wants the Women's North American Championship. She's making it known, but she's starting beef with the OC. Kelly's with Ethan Page. Cutting a promo, says, hey, I will get my opportunity against Trick, but I need to put down Javon Evans first. Mr. Bouncy. We get an Izzy Dane package, and we get Oba Femi coming out, and he's like, hey, no one can beat me. Nobody. And Wesley comes out, and I'm like, even I was on Oba's side when he's like, damn, bro, now this just seems pathetic. I was like, but Oba has this presence, and every time he talks, I love when the crowd goes, oh. But no, I was on Oba's side on this one, but Oba was like, all right, fine. One more time, you and me for this championship, but if I beat your ass, which I know I will, and you cannot ever have another opportunity at this championship, so I was like, okay, so we set up that. Is that going to be at Heat Wave? We shall see. Brooks Jensen, though, was in the crowd. I believe, and last week? Yes. So Vic Joseph and Booker T had a weird moment where Booker's like, get security. Someone was attacking. I was like, what the hell's going on? Did a fan just jump over? And in a moment while during Oba and Wes's back and forth banter, Wes kind of stops because he gets distracted. Somebody's in the crowd getting taken down by security. And I believe, if I look correctly, especially what happened with Vic and Booker last week, Brooks Jensen is the one that's being a nuisance. So we shall see what's going on with that. Has Brooks Jensen lost his mind? Then we get Hank and Tank backstage. Ooh. And, yeah, Hank and Tank's back. But I got No Quarter Catch Crew with Tavian. What I like about this with Charlie Dempsey's losing his damn mind. He's like, hey, You want to join No Quarter Catch Crew? And the guy's like, sure. But he goes, but you're going to face Kemp. If you beat Kemp, you're in. I'm like, Charlie Dempsey's losing his mind, and I'm loving every minute of it. We do have Nathan backstage and Axiom. Axiom's like, hey, man, what the hell? We're tag team champions. This ain't good enough for you? You know, and he goes, what? He goes, I wanted a shot at the NXT championship, so I joined the Battle Royale. Axiom didn't like that. He was like a jealous girlfriend. He's like, hey, you know, we're champions, and you were looking at the Heritage Cup last week. He's like, yeah, I want more gold. That's the point, man. And Axiom did not like that, but here comes Luca with the contract, and Nathan's going to get a chance at that Heritage Cup. We get Fallon Henley versus Carly Bright. Okay for what it was. But Fallon Henley's on the win, got the win, and she's on a new winning warpath because Fallon Henley wants to prove everybody wrong. Eddie Thorpe's like, yeah, I lost the Battle Royale, but if you look in the background, it looks like Brooks Jensen's being taken out by the police. But Eddie Thorpe says, hey, more opportunities down the road, and I'm going to prove to everybody that I can be a champion in this company. Then we get Trick and Javon backstage. Trick's like, hey, you best watch out for Ethan Page, man. He snuck his way into this company. I don't even believe he should be here. Javon's like, hey, I got this, man. He's goofy. You know, I'm going to take him out. And Trick says, all right, man, well, good luck with that. And the OC with Michin come out to face Chase U with Ridge and Thea ringside. Awesome match. Awesome match, man. And Chase U, I almost said the OC, Chase U got the win with Ridge doing something naughty. And that goes in backstage. But yeah, I really did enjoy this match. Chase U for the win. Ava, Jordan Stone, Grace, Stevie Turner, they're all backstage. Jordan's like, hey, I want to give somebody a title match, and somebody that doesn't complain, someone that always has a smile on their face, somebody that she knows earned an opportunity at it. Sol Ruca and Kalani Jordan is going to happen next week for that North American Championship, and I cannot wait, and I'm rooting for Sol Ruca, but I do like Jordan as well. Then we have Chase U backstage. They're all celebrating their win, and Mr. Chase is like, hey, so what happened out there? Why was everyone looking at us so weird? And he's like, oh, nothing. And Ridge and Duke look at each other. He's like, I didn't do anything, you know. But more developing on that story. Where's Riley? They said he's in the UK. We get Fallon backstage. She's screaming and yelling because she's like, I'm pissed that Sol Ruca is going to get an opportunity at that championship, and she doesn't. She goes, I just got to win. I'm getting W's here. Where's my opportunity? JC and Jasmine come in. They're like, yeah, right? We're getting tired of how things are running, so I'm guessing we're going to build a new faction with these three. Then we go into our main event, Ethan Page versus Javon Evans, and Javon is so talented, man. And Ethan Page being taken to the limit. I really do like Ethan Page. This NXT run, but he gets a win. He gets the W over Javon Evans. So does that mean he has a number one contendership for Trick Williams championship again? And I was like, okay, I'm down for Trick and Page too, but no. And as Trick's on commentary, Shawn Spears attacks Javon Evans, and then they start, Shawn Spears and Ethan Page start attacking Javon and Trick and everything, and Shawn Spears takes out everybody, and in the middle of the ring is the championship, all four. So is Heatwave going to get a fatal four-way? I'm down. Shawn Spears versus Trick Williams versus Ethan Page and versus Javon Evans. Ooh, turn up the heat, baby. That sounds like a main event to me. Then NXT Anonymous got Gallus backstage. They were pissed off about everything. You know, they're always mad. They're the Gallus boys. But team got their revenge on them. I believe it was Tyson and Tyreek. But, great NXT. Fun for what it was. My match of the night was Roxanne Lola versus Metaphor versus JC and Jasmine. Next to that, Kalani Jordan and Michin. And the main event was really fun. I'm excited to see where they go. A fatal four-way for the NXT championship would be great. But that's it. That's all. I give it a solid 4 out of 5. NXT, June 17th, 2024. Vic and Booker on commentary. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share it to your grandma, share it to your grandpa, share the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet NWP logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.